will of the D, are chosen characters and considered extremely dangerous. They are not enormously numerous, and some thought that Roger was the last. They are often characters who have important roles or influence. They end up being king or leaders. They are powerful beings and feared. So, this is top 10 strongest will of D in One Piece ranked. PORTGAS D. ROUGE. PORTGAS D. ROUGE was the mother of PORTGAS D. Ace and the lover of Gold D. Roger. She was living on Batarilla in South Blue when she was pregnant with Ace before Roger died. She held her pregnancy for 20 months through sheer willpower in order to deceive the world of Ace's connection to the Pirate King. When the child was finally born, Rouge held him in her arms and named him Gold D. Ace. The result of holding Ace for so long, however, led to her death from exhaustion after giving birth. As a result of this sacrifice to save his life from the world government, Ace claimed that he owed her a debt and took PORTGAS as his surname. Jaguar D. SAUL. Jaguar D. SAUL was a giant and a former vice admiral who first appeared as a castaway on the island of O'Hara. He was introduced in Nico Robin's flashback during the Enies Lobby arc, and by then he had already defected from the Marines. As a former Marine vice admiral, Saul had command over lower-ranking subordinates, as well as lead a buster call ship. His defection cost him this power. Being a giant, he possessed almost unbeatable strength, which was, in fact, greater than that of most giants. He could easily lift a buster call ship up out of the water to slam it back down and destroy it. A buster call ship's size was several times the size of a giant at the time. He had experienced the Grand Line and had seen devil fruit users. He even states that he was somewhat jealous of their incredible abilities. Trafalgar D. Water Law. Trafalgar D. Water Law, more commonly known as just Trafalgar Law and by his epithet as the Surgeon of Death, is a pirate from North Blue and the captain and doctor of the Heart Pirates. He is one of 12 pirates who are referred to as the Worst Generation. He became one of the Shichibukai during the timeskip, but his position was revoked for allying with the Straw Hat Pirates and bringing down Don Quixote Doflamingo. Law, like many other pirates, dreams of finding the One Piece. During the timeskip, his bounty increased from 200 million berries to 440 million berries, before it was frozen. After he was expelled from the Shichibukai, Law's bounty was raised to 500 million berries. He is one of the central allies of the Straw Hat Pirates during the Dressrosa and Yonko sagas. PORTGAS D. Ace. PORTGAS D. Ace, born as Gold D. Ace and nicknamed Fire Fist Ace, was the adopted older brother of Luffy and Sabo, and son of the late Pirate King, Gold D. Roger, and his lover, PORTGAS D. ROUGE. He was adopted by Monkey D. GARP as wished by Roger to him before his birth. Ace was the 2nd Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates and one-time captain of the Spade Pirates. He also is the central character from Ace's Great Blackbeard Search cover page serial. Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy, also known as Straw Hat Luffy and commonly as Straw Hat, is the main protagonist of the manga and anime, One Piece. He is the founder and captain of the increasingly infamous and powerful Straw Hat Pirates, as well as one of its top 4 fighters. His lifelong dream is to become the Pirate King by finding the legendary treasure left behind by the late Pirate King, Gold D. Roger. He believes that being Pirate King means having the most freedom in the world. After his invasion of Todo Land and actions against the Yonko Big Mom, he is currently considered by the global press to be the 5th emperor. Monkey D. GARP. Monkey D. GARP is an extremely famous and powerful Marine vice admiral. He is the father of Monkey D. Dragon, the paternal grandfather of Monkey D. Luffy, and the adoptive grandfather of PORTGAS D. Ace. He took charge of both Kobe and Helmeppo's training. After the war, he became a Marine instructor to train new recruits, though still retaining the rank of Vice Admiral. Notably, Garp was offered the rank of Admiral several times throughout his career, but he refused the offer of promotion every time. Garp is one of the major figures, along with Kong, Sengoku, Shiki, Silvers, Rayleigh, and Whitebeard, from the times when the Pirate King was still alive. Marshall D. Teach. Marshall D. Teach, most commonly referred to by his epithet Blackbeard, is the admiral of the Blackbeard Pirates and one of the Yonko. He is also the only known person in history to wield the power of 2 devil fruits. He started out his pirate career as a member of the Whitebeard Pirates' 2nd Division, until he murdered Thatch, the 4th Division commander, for the Yami Yami no Mi and defected. Prior to the 2-year timeskip, he briefly held the position of Shichibukai after defeating and handing Ace over to the Marines, before resigning upon returning from Impel Down with level 6 prisoners to strengthen his crew. His actions resulted in him being considered a part of the worst generation along with the 11 supernovas, and he received the title of Yonko after slaying Whitebeard during the Battle of Marineford and defeating the Whitebeard pirates during the timeskip. Due to his actions, he can be considered the tertiary antagonist of the Impel Down arc, and one of the main antagonists of the Marineford arc, the Summit War saga, and the remainder of the One Piece manga and anime overall. Monkey D. Dragon. Monkey D. Dragon, commonly known as Dragon the Revolutionary, is the infamous supreme commander of the Revolutionary Army who has been attempting to overthrow the world government. He is the world government's greatest enemy, considered to be the most dangerous, most wanted man in the world. As the leader of the revolutionaries, he has full control of the organization and the world government has dubbed him as the world's most wanted man. Political powers aside, it is currently unknown how strong Dragon really is, but there have been some hints that Dragon is extremely powerful. Gold D. Roger. Gold D. Roger, more commonly known as Gold Roger, was a legendary pirate who, as the captain of the Roger Pirates, held the title of Pirate King and owned the legendary treasure known as One Piece. He was also the lover of PORTGAS D. ROUGE and biological father of PORTGAS D. Ace. Roger was famed as the man who did what no one thought possible. He conquered the Grand Line and amassed a vast fortune. Afterwards, knowing that he would soon die from an incurable disease, Roger disbanded his crew before turning himself in to be executed. The world government intended to have Roger be publicly executed to discourage piracy, but his last words had the opposite impact. He stated that anyone who can find his treasure can claim it. As such, this made Roger single-handedly responsible for starting the Golden Age of pirates. Roger was hailed as the most powerful pirate of all time, considered nearly unstoppable in battle, although very little is known of his abilities in detail. As Pirate King, he retains the highest status among all the world's pirates even in death, something elucidated by how incredibly massive a bounty he had in life, at over 5,564,800,000 berries being the highest in recorded history. Although unconfirmed, it seems that Roger never had a devil fruit ability, since he wore a wooden stockade to his execution rather than seastone handcuffs. Rox D. Zebek. Rox D. Zebek, commonly known simply as Rox, was the captain of the Rox Pirates. He was prominent 40 years ago, before the Pirate King Gold D. Roger came into power. Although Rox's individual strength and abilities are unknown, he was well reputed for presiding over a crew of extremely powerful people. Many of these people would go on to make a name for themselves, and 3 of them would become Yonko. In fact, he was strong enough to keep the entire crew that consisted of massively powerful members like Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, and Shiki, who were willing to kill each other together, showing a testament of his strength and leadership skills. He was also considered to be the most formidable rival of the Pirate King Gold D. Roger, even more so than his subordinate Whitebeard would come to be. It took both Roger and Monkey D. Garp to finally kill Rox.